Hello guys, Igor here to do one more AppSumo review, and today we are gonna do a comparison between Writerzen and Bramework. Both tools are on AppSumo and they are both tools that have SEO features and an AI copywriting long form. Here's Writerzen. Let's start analyzing the price. So with Writerzen, you get all their features, and the difference here will be the number of those features, the quantity, and you need to know that the AI writing words per month requires you to stack a lot, even the words stacked by day as well. So I would say that the best stacking option here is at least 3 codes, because if you got the 3 codes, you get their advanced plan, and with 100,000 word checked per day, and also 15k AI writing words per month. I fully stacked that one, so I bought the tier 4. I think it's the best one because then you double your AI writing words per month, and you get 150k words checked per day. So it's and also 150k words credits per month. It's a deal that it's relatively expensive, but the tool is outstanding. It's one that's not, on the curve. They really know what they are doing about SEO. So we are gonna use a tool that's comparable to Ahrefs, and they are constantly evolving the tool. They're serious, and if you get at least tier 3, you get their advanced plan, and it means that you're gonna get the most features, or all the features always, because you're gonna get a really good plan. And now I want to show you the pricing model of Bramework. So here is Bramework, and it's starting at $79, and the deal here is easier to understand. If you get the more expensive tiers, you get more users and then more AI generated words per month. So Bramework is much more generous about the AI generated words than Writerzen. And if you get the tier 2, you get the tier 1 gives you more AI generated words than the last Writerzen tier. And if you get tier 4, you get a lot of words. So 500k, it's a lot of words per month. So you're not gonna run out of keyword. The best cost benefit here is the license tier 2, because you go from 40k to 100k generated words per month. All right, but there is a good advantage here if you go from tier 2 to 4, because then you get the 500k. But for most use case, the license tier 2 is more than enough. Now let's compare the tools and let's see the difference. Starting to review Bramework because it's easier to understand. So as you can see here, it's easier to know what to do in Bramework than Writerzen. So the first thing they're gonna do to create a blog post is clicking here to do your keyword research. So let's say you want to write about keyword clusters. You can't research that to global, as you can see here. In Writerzen, you can do that, so you need to select a country. I'm gonna research the tool. So they gave me here keyword idea, best keyword clustering tool, difficulty is low. So let's try that one. And after you do your keyword research, you can see that is pretty simple. You can generate your blog title, best keyword clustering tool. They will give some blog titles examples. We can use that one. 5 best tools for optimizing your keyword clustering, because it's the same search intent than the title. If I use that one, the search intent is different. So you click here to write a post. The AI will give an output if the topic is good for them or not. They say that the AI is trained to use that topic, so continue. And then you're gonna select some keywords to drive and help the AI to write. You can even add different keywords here, as I'm doing, and then we click here to add. Then you click on create. And here's their long form content. You can use their SEO assistant tools here, where you have titles, outlines, SEO, or you can add a featured image. You can follow some basic SEO guidelines, and also you have the keywords that you should use to write that topic. And also you get the tops on SERP, so you can see what your competitors are doing. Here you can generate guidelines. You don't need to add anything. You just click on the button, and the outline will be created. If you want to generate more, you click here and generate more. If you want to add your outline on the blank document, just click here, it will be added. So it's pretty simple. And let's see also what they have here. They have a preview mode. It's the tool out saves the document, but you can click here to manually save. There is a plagiarism checker, so you can click here and check for plagiarism. You need to highlight the keywords and then check for plagiarism. No plagiarism found. You can publish on WordPress. They have a WordPress integration, so you can click on the button and publish your blog post on WordPress. You can also share, and as download options you have HTML, PDF, doc, and text. And how their AI content generator works. So you can select a part of the text and click on the button to let the tool write a paragraph. You can see that the result is good. There are a number of tools that can be used to help optimize your keyword clustering. One way to do this is by using keyword clustering. This is a technique that helps you identify groups or related keywords and target them with your marketing effort. So it's a good output. And also you can create listicles from a part of your text, so you can click here and create a listicle. So it didn't make many sense because I didn't give them many info. Let's try to create a listicle from that phrase. So give me listicles that does not make any sense. Okay, I can also create steps. So click here and they will create the steps. Step 1, determine your goals, analyze your current website, create a testing plan, optimize your website, steps from website optimization and testing. So it makes a bit of sense. And they also have a rephrase tool. They just rephrased the content. Okay, you can also summarize, select the content and you summarize. Try it again to summarize, and they changed the text to summarize. And the feature here and the main thing about the Bramework, as explained by the founders, is that the idea is that you're gonna start to write, and then you use the AI as a complement. So you write, and then you click on the green button, and the AI will write for you. You can see here that they gave me info about one of keyword clustering tool, that is SEMrush. SEMrush is a great tool for optimizing your website for keywords. It allows you to find all the possible ways to improve your website's ranking for specific keywords, etc. So you just click on the button, you're gonna get the text. And also they will consider that what you wrote first. So it depends on they will give you the output depending on where you click on the green button. But the founder said that they need to write by yourself. Here's an editor, and then you use the AI to complement. So first you write a little bit, and then you use the AI, not the different. Not like trying to make the AI create all the content. That's not the idea of Bramework. So for instance, I added here a piece of content, and let's see what they write for me after that content. They are giving me listicles, maybe because that listicles are here. I'm gonna delete it. Let's see what they give me. So give me listicles to write that keywords. So they give me steps about keyword clustering, conduct keyword research to identify which keywords are most relevant to your business, group the keywords, create a plan for promoting and optimizing each cluster. That is right, it's correct, using the SEO technique. So they give me a correct content from what I'm writing over here. So what you are writing will make the difference for the output. The green button will always read what you wrote on the last paragraph and will give something to follow relating to what you immediately have written. Okay, so those are the Bramework features. Let's now analyze Writerzen. Now let's see Writerzen. Of course, Writerzen is a tool that is complex. It's an in-depth SEO tool, and I am not here to do a review, but an overview of the features. I already have 2 Writerzen videos that you can find on the channel, and I'm gonna create more explaining all the features. Writerzen has a more complex workflow and are for people that already understand a bit of SEO. If you are an SEO beginner, you can just follow their guides here to understand what is SEO nowadays and what Google expects you to do. Writerzen also has a plagiarism checker where you can check your content. You can use it inside the AI long-form content generator tool, or you can just click on the button of the plagiarism checker and then copy and paste your text here. As you can see here, the plagiarism checker of Writerzen is more complex, it's more in-depth, they give you more insights. And also, you can always on Writerzen just turn on the textbook mode that the tool will explain to you the technical concepts on all the dashboards. The topic discovery and the keywords explorer on Writerzen is more complex, of course. For instance, you can research global and you also get much more insights. The CPC, the SERP has more info. You get this search volume with trends. Here are the trends. You get the clusters. I have a class about clusters, just check on the channel. You get insights, you get their own data that are the golden score of the keywords, that the kind of scores that they created on Writerzen, all in title. You can see here that you have a tool that is focusing on Keywords Explorer, not like something that complement the tool, not. It's their main thing. They were created as an SEO tool and then they created the AI content generator. And Bramework is the contrary. People created Bramework for the AI content generator and the SEO features are a complement. It's the opposite. You can also research topics, for instance, digital marketing trends in 2022. And you get the ideas of the topic and some keywords that you can use to explore on the keyword research tool as well. And let's check what we are here to do, the content generator tool. As I said, you can research global, thing that Bramework does not have by now. And you can see here that you have more features as on the AI content generator. Here are my outlines for that article. You can see that I have spots only to the outlines, and I can just click here to copy all the outline and they will go to my content generator, as you are seeing right now. The features of the AI are those. You can click here to turn on the AI assistant and then use the playground to work with all the features, explaining features, definitions, paragraph features, outline features. You can see here on Bramework you have one kind of outline. Here they have 3 kinds of outlines, oriented by, plus 6 here by top, 4 for paragraph and 4 for conceptualizing. Many kinds of outlines, and Bramework has only one. Here is the rewriter. You can select explain to a child or a text rewriter. And you can also use the AI selecting a part of text as Bramework. And here you see the AI shortcut. You can type right for me, use transitions. So to do a contract based on what you are selecting. For instance, I selected that phrase, and I'm gonna click here on however. You can select the degree of creativity, usually the temperature of change that the AI will do. You can see here they wrote a lot. Let's see if it makes sense. It's important to know your audience and what type of hook will resonate with them before you start writing. I wrote that. And then the AI gave me. However, you can also use the hook as a tool to help make your story more memorable. That's cool. I think I'm gonna keep it. Mostly important, use it to set up the rest of your story. A good hook is essential for developing an interesting promise and drawing readers in with curiosity and interest. If they don't care what happens next, they are likely not going to stick around long enough to read your whole book, your whole blog posts. So be sure that you have a strong hook and that it ties into an overall theme, topic, or plot of your blog posts. You can see that it makes total sense, the AI, because it's better to customize. And about exporting content, you can export by HTML or doc. You can't publish directly on WordPress, as I'm seeing here. You can import content to the tool and you can share using their links. So what's the difference between Writerzen and Bramework? Of course, I am doing only a Writerzen overview here. I have other videos about Writerzen that I direct you to there to see. And the difference is that Bramework is a tool for people who are starting to write and they are SEO beginners. So if you need to train professionals that does not understand tech or they are not marketers and you need an entry tool that will make people work with AI with no issues, Bramework is the best way to go, because then they're easy to understand. The content generator and the long form is easier to work. You can just plug and play, but you don't have the degree of customization and the possibilities to work with keywords, with in-depth topics as Writerzen. So Writerzen gives you more possibilities because it's a tool that are more for professionals. And Writerzen and Bramework is a tool that is more for people who are not marketers. They want just to plug and play and start to use the AI. So the comparison is that one is more friendly and the other is more professional. If you want a more friendly tool, because you are a writer and not a marketer, go for Bramework. If you're a marketer, if you want a tool to create SEO professionally, then Writerzen is the best tool for you. I hope you liked that review. Thank you so much. Bye bye.